What's up, everybody? How y'all doing? We are back with Death Stranding 2 on the beach, and I no longer have the flu. Or at least, dear God, I hope I don't have it anymore. I thought I had it. I thought I got over it a couple days ago, and then slid right back down, and oh boy, it was not fun. Either way, let me explain what we're doing today in this video. So, you all know I like 5-starring all the different prepper outposts and everything, and there were all the locations back in Mexico after we have moved to Australia. Now that we've gotten to the point in the game where we can move the DHV Magellan to and from Australia to Mexico, I decided I'm just going to show all the 5-star kind of like this conversations with the location heads as we complete all of them. It's going to be done montage style. There's not going to be any delivery in between. It's just going to be one after the other. So this is just going to be a pretty low-key video. This is not story intensive, hence why this is not a numbered video. Just wanted to give you guys a heads up as to what is happening. If you want to skip this one, totally get it. Other than that, next time we come back around to Death Stranding in the upload order, it will be back to the story, back to the main game, and Australia. So thanks for watching. Happy holidays, everyone. I'll see you on the next one. Till then, guys, I'm out.
Chiral network connection confirmed. And now we can begin fabricating the latest corpse disposal equipment. Until recently, we've been dealing with our dead by burying them in tar, but that solution was growing untenable. We should be okay moving forward. I really can't thank you enough. You must be exhausted after your long journey. We've prepared a private room for your exclusive use. There are countless dangers in these parts. You should rest until you're fully recovered. Don't push on until you're ready. Please, stay here before you set out again. Well, our corpse disposal problem is no longer an issue thanks to you. But there's nothing we can do to get rid of the BT area we created. Fear of BTs and damage from timefall and chiralium exposure will continue to be a concern. And let's not forget about the bandits willing to attack travelers and facilities. But so long as we remain connected to the network, we'll have access to new tools and technologies to help combat these threats. You brought us more than a connection to the outside. You brought us hope. As I mentioned before, we've been taking them to a nearby tar pit and dropping them in. Unfortunately, we took it too far. And it wasn't long before the whole pit turned into a BT area. In trying to prevent the emergence of BTs, we ended up facilitating their creation. And with the constant timefall in the vicinity, chiral contamination has only grown worse. All of these problems have contributed to an increased suicide rate, which in turn has resulted in even more bodies that we've had no way to dispose of properly. But thanks to the chiral network, we can now fabricate the corpse disposal facilities that we lack. Everything's going to be all right. Thank you again for everything. I'll get started right away on preparing your next order for you. By the time you wake up, it should be good to go. You'll just need to access the delivery terminal here. I hope I can count on you. Thank you. Been looking for... We wrote this stuff off as lost. Thanks for bringing it in. You've got some seriously impressive skills. I'll bet something like this would be right up your alley. You could use some extra materials as well, right?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I've shared with you data for a machine pistol. This weapon is capable of full auto fire and can be stowed securely in a holster. It may be compact, but it has plenty of stopping power. Good for all kinds of situations you might find yourself in. I hope it's to your liking. There's... Figured we would never see this cargo, but here it is. Anyone who can complete as many orders as you has to be a real badass. Which means you could use some extra materials as well, right?
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This version of the machine pistol has been modified to make it silent. It's the ideal sidearm if you need to conduct covert operations. I'm sure you'll be able to make the most of it. We've got a lot riding on you and your network, after all. Oh, it's you. Been out and about working your... Appreciate... Damn, York. Figured we would never see this cargo. But here it is. Cannot thank you enough for everything you've done for us. But I'd like to think this'll go a little ways toward repaying our debt. We want to do more to support you, so we'll up the amount of materials we keep on hand.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This is what people call a big bore handgun. Even a single shot can inflict devastating damage, so I highly recommend using it against heavily armored enemies. But since it's incapable of full auto fire, you might want to consider a different weapon when the numbers are stacked against you. It's all about choosing the right tool for the right situation. And I know a man like you is more than capable of doing that. I look forward to the next time we meet. I hope you didn't think you'd go to such lengths on our behalf. We really... I honestly don't know where we'd be without your help. Take this with my blessings. Pretty sure it'll come in handy. We want to do more to support you, so we'll up the amount of materials we keep on hand.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We'll never forget all the support you've given us. Our corpse disposal problem already feels like a distant memory. Everyone is free to live safer, healthier lives. On behalf of our community here, allow me to thank you once more. Please, come and visit us whenever you're passing through, Sam.
Chiral communications have been established. Now I can finally use one of these medical units to assess the condition of the child I'm carrying. I just pray they're strong and healthy. The elderly residents here will also be happy to receive proper medical care. Oh, seems like you should be capable of fabricating PCCs now as well. Probably thanks to the chiral network expansion and the resulting increase in total bandwidth. Of course, every additional structure will eat into that bandwidth, but there should be more than enough to support anything you build. Within reason, that is. There's one other problem we've been dealing with lately, though. It's not a critical issue, so I've posted an aid request with further details. If you're interested, you can check it out via your ring terminal. Some of the cargo we had stored here was washed away during a massive flood. The water carried it into bandit territory, so we're in no position to reclaim it ourselves. I know this isn't the sort of thing a porter like you normally does, but if you're willing and able, please, check the aid request. All of the relevant details should be available for review on that ring terminal you're wearing. You can use it to confirm the cargo's location. So, if your travels happen to take you out that way, we'd really appreciate the help. The only people that still live here other than myself are elderly. The last of the younger residents decided to risk it all and leave for Ciudad Nudo del Norte a while back. Too many bandits in these parts. Like the one I used to be. We took what we wanted and didn't care about anyone but ourselves. But after I got pregnant, I realized I could not keep living like that. Had to clean up my act. Start living for someone else. My friends didn't understand at all, so they ditched me, left me to wander on my own. Until the people here agreed to take me in. Even though the poor souls are struggling with all kinds of health issues. That's why we put in the order for these remote medical units. I'm not sure. I should have given birth to my child ages ago. But for some reason, the fetus seems to have stopped growing at 7 months. If something's wrong with my body, I can't tell what it is. And not knowing is driving me insane. But with one of our new medical units, I might finally be able to get answers. I want to believe I can still bring this child into the world someday. A new order has just come through for you. Looks like the residents of the C1 South Distribution Center need you to recover some cargo from a bandit encampment and bring it to them. You can review the specifics of the order when you get around to accepting it. So once you're good to go, access the delivery terminal here to get underway. I'll share additional info with you as soon as you do so. There you are. Checking your... I will never know how you managed to track this down. Let me repay the favor with some local data of ours. Maybe you'll find something of interest you can use. We have allocated more resources for you to use.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The data I've shared with you is the schematic for my custom electric rod. While this design is tailored for use with our fabricators, it's functionally no different from the ones bandits use. The rod extends with a quick shake and can be used to stun enemies over a wide area. It can also be thrown like a javelin, though you won't be able to retrieve the rod after doing so. A thrown rod will release a burst of electricity when it strikes the ground. And no bandit can shrug off a direct hit from this bad boy. Test it out, and you'll see. Thank you for coming. We really... Está perfecta. Did not think we would ever get this back, but... A talented porter like yourself might appreciate this, no? I'll send you the necessary data. Give it a try. We have allocated more resources for you to use, if you need.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This is the schematic for a custom high-voltage rod. You can charge it before delivering an attack, significantly increasing the damage inflicted. It's a bit more suited to experienced fighters, but I bet a guy like you will get the hang of it in no time. Let me know what you think later. There you are. Checking your... I will never know how you managed to track this down. After everything you have done for us, I think I can trust you with this data. You'll definitely... We have set aside additional materials.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Feast your eyes on the custom twin rod. Both ends are capped with electrodes, meaning that with practice, you can deliver a flurry of close-range attacks in quick succession. So if you prefer to get up close and personal, there's a lot to like about this weapon. You should take it for a spin. Well, looks like you are... In fine did not think we would ever get this back, but seems I... Bien hecho. Please, I accept this token of my gratitude. We have set aside additional materials for your use So take as much as you want. It is the least we can do.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Sam, we are so grateful to you for handling all those orders for us. But nothing compares to when you first brought us those remote medical units. Ever since then, the people of Villa Libre have been able to live healthier and more fulfilling lives. I can't thank you enough for that. Please come and visit us anytime. You'll always be welcome here. We've set aside a place where you can rest in between runs. If you ever need a break, just say so. Everyone here's looking forward to the day we see you again, Sam.
It's high time we got on the chiral network. Our BT research should go a hell of a lot faster now. We just shared some data with you that'll let you fabricate blood grenades, a kind of anti-BT weapon, and build timefall shelters too. I think you'll find both very useful. The chiral density gauges you brought us have been safely integrated into our systems. We can resume all distribution center operations and get back to business as usual. A lot of lives are gonna be saved thanks to you. It's one of the fruits of our joint effort with the lab to develop anti-BT tech. Up until now, our primary weapons against these entities have been created with the blood of doom sufferers. And so, production is wholly reliant upon regular donations from rare individuals like yourself. Securing a stable supply has been difficult. Though you'd know all about that, given your experiences with the UCA. But this weapon utilizes synthetic blood with all the same anti-BT properties. Derived from samples taken from doom sufferers, it can be produced at scale to meet demand. And despite its artificial nature, it's actually proven to be more potent than the genuine article. So you can think of our new weapon as a more full-blooded version of the hematic grenade it replaces. In any case, we won't need to ask you for your blood ever again, so rest easy. If you want to test it out, we have some training facilities here at the distribution center. Feel free to access the delivery terminal and give them a try. So, you probably think timefall shelters are only good for getting out of the rain, right? Wrong. Our timefall shelters are different, you see. After extensive research and development, we were able to outfit them with a system that disperses a BT repellent fluid. So if you've got one on your tail and it's about to grab you, these shelters are the perfect way out. Only downside is that the repellent has a limited supply, so make sure you don't run low. It has other perks too. The shelter can purify timefall and convert it into drinkable water, allowing you to top up your canteen on the go. We've posted an aid request so you can fabricate a shelter to see how it works. Researchers at other facilities are also in the process of looking into how various structures might be improved. As you expand chiral network coverage, we'll be able to share information and coordinate our efforts more effectively. And I'm sure we will all make even faster progress as a result. So keep on doing what you do and linking up places for us. This whole area is a chiralium-rich environment, so there's a much higher risk of BTs showing up. We've been coordinating with the research lab nearby, sharing data, etc. All to help develop BT avoidance and elimination solutions. One of the largest void outs ever recorded happened down south, don't forget, giving rise to a massive tar belt. So massive that it completely cut us off from the land beyond. We can't afford to let that kind of tragedy repeat itself here. But between the cargo you've delivered to us and our new connection to the chiral network, I think we got a shot. We're gonna make it through this. By the way, you're planning to visit the research lab, yeah? You'll have to pass through some dangerous territory then. We'll do a quick survey of the chiral density, so you might not want to leave right away. And let's not forget that you just tackled one of our toughest orders on record. Tell you what, we got a nice private room here that you can use to catch your breath. We'll get started on prepping the cargo for your next run in the meantime. Bienvenido. Oh, this stuff. Never thought it would... You're a cut above the rest, that's for sure. Take this data. I'm sure you could use it. We've reserved more materials for you to use. Go ahead and take whatever you need. I've shared with you the schematic for EX grenades. Fluids taken from Doom sufferers used to be required for their production, but we've recently developed methods to synthesize the necessary compounds. So we don't need to lean on you to churn them out anymore. These grenades aren't actually capable of taking down a BT, but they can be used to drive off gazers and slow down catchers. Temporarily, at least. This should give you more than enough time to get clear of BTs or to use other weapons to neutralize them. You'll figure out the most effective ways to use them, no doubt. Enjoy. Come to pick this up while you were out and about, huh? Thanks. I've got some data I'd like to share with you. Every little bit helps, you know? We've reserved more materials for you to use. Go ahead and take whatever you need.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This schematic is for an enhanced version of the blood grenade. Your contributions to our work here were the key in making this new weapon a reality. Hopefully we can give you other tools to better combat the threats you'll be facing in the future. But to do that, we're gonna need your continued support too. Dropping off a delivery at this hour, huh? Don't work too hard. Hard to believe. Since you've been so good to us, allow me to entrust you with some valuable data of ours. We're increasing the quantity of materials allocated for your use.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
You're gonna love this new and improved version of the assault rifle. Its attached grenade launcher makes it a force to be reckoned with. And it's versatile enough to use in pretty much any situation. It's yet another breakthrough that your hard work made possible. Thanks again for doing your part and continuing to back us up. What? Always a... Oh, this stuff. Never thought it would get here. Eres la neta, portador. Please accept this with my thanks. We're increasing the quantity of materials allocated for you.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
No one has done more for us in our operations here than you have, Sam. On behalf of all of the staff here, you have our undying gratitude. If there's ever anything we can do to give you a helping hand, let us know. We want to be there for you. Always.
So, Sam, don't suppose you remember who I am? The name's Alex. I used to work at the weather station back in the UCA. I was a Bridges employee, reporting directly to Deadman. So, when I was offered the opportunity to collaborate with him here, studying the Death Stranding and BTs, I jumped at the chance, and here I am. And now, you're here too. You actually couldn't have come at a better time. Shortly before your arrival, chiral density levels started to climb, hitting significantly higher ranges than before. This kind of spike is indicative of an imminent giant BT appearance. I've shared with you some MP bullets that should be very effective against BTs. Because if a giant BT is on the way, then we're gonna need you to put it down. Well, the delivery you were kind enough to bring us contained a shipment of MP bullets that have anti-BT properties. This ammunition will turn your average assault rifle into a BT killing machine. You can also fabricate blood grenades if you want to keep a few on hand. Before you head back out, review your options and requisition any weapons you think you might need. We've set aside a ton of extra materials just for this purpose. Chiral density levels in this region have been fluctuating wildly. We've been seeing a lot of gatequakes and seismic activity as well. It's almost certainly related to recent shifts in the tar currents. Our analysis of these anomalies has led us to believe that the arrival of a giant BT is all but imminent. What the data doesn't tell us is exactly where it might appear. Our chiral monitoring equipment just wasn't precise enough to zero in. Now that you've connected us to the network, though, we should be able to make more accurate predictions. We seriously owe you. It's hard to know when this giant BT is going to appear. So for now, you should rest up in your private room and prepare for a potential fight. That's both mine and Deadman's recommendation. We'll keep you posted, Sam. Welcome, Sam. Thanks. Stuff goes missing all the time, but it looks like today is our... If only everyone was as kind as you. Take this data. You deserve it. You'll find that you can claim more materials from our stores. A little...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
This schematic is for additional armor that can be equipped to tri-cruisers. Provides added protection for the man in the driver's seat. For that extra peace of mind when you've got to cut through enemy territory. If you like the sound of that, try customizing your tri-cruiser with it. I'll see you around. We've been... Oh, picked up some lost cargo. This data ought to make your life easier. Our way of supporting you like you support us. You'll find that you can claim more materials from our store.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I've just shared a new schematic with you. It's for a lightweight assault rifle. It occupies less space when carried as cargo, making it that much more portable. Also, it has a faster rate of fire than the standard assault rifle model. It's my hope that this will help you to do your job with less hassle. While you keep busy out there, we'll focus on our research here. Come back anytime. You're always welcome. Glad. Been on the road for a minute. Oh, picked up some lost cargo, I see. Should be enough. Thanks to you, we've made incredible strides in our research. Take this data with my gratitude. We all agree that you could use more materials, so we've upped your allocation.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We found a way to improve the lightweight assault rifle even more. This version comes equipped with a grenade launcher attachment. Keeping it small and portable was a real challenge, but we've made this weapon viable for combat at any range. Try it out and let us know what you think. Take a load off, Sam. Hope I knew you were fast, but not this fast. I can't think of anyone who's done as much for us as you. I want you to have this as an expression of our gratitude. We all agree that you could use more materials, so we've upped...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
We really appreciate the lengths to which you've gone to help support our work here at the lab. Though, I'll never forget how I felt when I saw you take down that giant BT and saved our asses. Haven't seen any indications of a giant BT appearance ever since then, by the way. You brought us that peace and comfort, Sam. There'll always be a warm welcome for you here. That's a promise.
Whoa. Guess... Interesting. The network has more uses than I realized. A lot more people can see my illustrations now. Oh, I shared some color data I think will suit you. You can use this data to customize your headwear and other clothing. A change of outfit can really improve your mood. I went looking for a place where I could focus on my art, and found myself here. There's so much beauty to be found in this place. Infinite sources of inspiration. Don't get me wrong, I'm not blind to the destruction that Death Stranding has wrought. Some of us just see things through a different lens. Now we're in a newborn world that has yet to be shaped. A blank canvas. It's filled me with so many intense emotions that I want to convey to everyone else. I just hope that somehow I can translate these feelings into my art. Thanks for coming. I'm glad we were able to meet. You've given me what I needed to finally complete the piece I've been working on. I'll let you know when it's finished. Till then, take care. It's always good to have you. I was not expecting you to deliver this cargo. Is there anything you... Since you arrived, it's never been easier to focus on my work. Here, I want you to use this. I increased the amount of materials you can take from my store.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I've shared some color data I think will suit you. Experiment with it. Oh, and my latest piece is coming together. Almost done. I'll be sure to post about it on the SSS the moment it's ready. Hope you check it out. I've also settled on a motif for my next work, thanks to you. It's too early to tell where it'll take me, but that's the best part. We'll have to wait and see.
Order completed. Well done.
So happy to see you, Sam.
Done and done. That'll do it.
Construction process now complete.
Well, look who... Felt like fielding a bunch of orders for me, huh? You're a light. My head is overflowing with ideas these days, including one I want to share with you. I increased the amount of materials you can take from my stores. Figured you could use some more.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Oh, I shared some color data I think will suit you. Give it a try. You're like a breath of fresh air every time you visit. Refreshing and invigorating. I mean, my process has never been smoother. I can already visualize my next illustration. As soon as it's finished, I'll let everyone know. You should check it out too. I've got a feeling you'll like it. Till next time, Sam. It's always good. Where did you find this? You've done so much for me. Helped me make such progress in my work. Maybe I can return the favor with this? You can use more of my materials if you like. So...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Hey, I've shared some color data I think will suit you. Got a feeling it'll be right up your alley. Ever since you started coming around, I sometimes find myself thinking back to when I first expressed myself through art. I feel like I've recaptured that passion, while still retaining the maturity that's come with getting older. Anyway, my latest piece should be ready to share very soon. I'll post about it on the SSS. Keep an eye out, okay? It's kind of you to drop by in this one. Is this entire delivery all for me? Sam, you may be one of the most important people in my life right now. Let me show my appreciation with this gift. You can use more of my materials if you like. It's okay, I want you to.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Had a chance to check out my art, Sam? The last few illustrations I shared are actually part of a series. I was wondering if you noticed the connection. You see, taken as a whole, they're meant to represent a single world. The one I'm working on now will be the final piece. You'll be the very first to know the moment it's complete. Make sure you view it alongside the rest of the collection. Nothing compares to the fulfillment I get from creating art. But picking new colors for you is fun too. Let's continue to collaborate, Sam.
So, now I'm connected to the network. You can get goods and data and so forth through it, right? That's all fine and dandy, but with the advent of A-Pass, I hear the porter's time's coming to an end. Wonder what the man who delivers would say about that if he were still around. Anyway, the trekking boot data I shared is for a design that I gradually refined over the course of my training. Tailor-made for mountain runs. Got great traction and peerless shock absorption for those hard landings. There's no better shoe for traveling through rough country like this. Oh yeah. Wherever there's clients in need and cargo to be carried, you bet your ass you'll find porters. Of course, in the UCA, they started relying on A-Pass for distribution. And so the delivery boys and girls have been drifting down here ever since. Plenty of working even farther south here, too. As times change, so does the nature of the job. New vehicles and nifty gear. Weapons, too, for the porters who fancy them. But none of that is as important as the shoes you wear. Worst comes to worst, all you need is a pair of shoes to get the cargo to its destination. You mean to say you haven't heard of him? The porter all others aspire to be like, the best to ever strap on a pack? After he made a name for himself in the UCA, he up and vanished. Just like that. And of course, like all legends, he's a man of many mysteries. With the help of the chiral network, though, I could probably learn a lot more about him. And the more I learn, the closer I'll get to becoming the Boca who delivers. Or so I hope. Nah, I'm more of what you call a Boca. I walk the earth on my own 2 feet and carry the load on my back alone. Most porters and delivery bots do it differently. My methods are probably closest to those of the man who delivers. The term Boca comes from Japan, where they had porters who worked exclusively in the mountains. You could count on Boca to make deliveries, no matter how treacherous the terrain or remote the destination. And I try to live by their example. Well, thank you. It's nice to know there are still people like you out there. Take care. Good to see you again. Oh, you managed to find this cargo for me? I'm speechless. I'd like to share this data with you. I have a feeling that it'll be right up your alley. I'm increasing the amount of materials you can use here.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
The classic sticky gun. You can use it to drag cargo to you from a distance. A handy tool for any porter, if you ask me. So you're familiar with them, huh? Apparently, the man who delivers used to carry one too. Word on the trail is that he used them for reclaiming goods that had been stolen from him, and for securing cargo from a distance. Not many folks think to use them anymore. Gone out of fashion, it seems. But I dug up the schematics on the chiral network and decided to try and bring them back into style. I bet you could make good use of one. Thanks for coming. Keep on keeping on, you hear me? Huh? Sit. You gotta be kidding. Oh shit, you found it. This is that cargo that... Haven't seen anyone work half as hard as you do. It's truly inspiring. I'm increasing the amount of materials you can use here. Take what you need.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
Here you go. A porter patch. Speaking of porters, I think you'll agree that strands are a porter's best friend. And not just for tying cargo down either. They've got lots of other uses. Like the man who delivers, I've been experimenting with all kinds of potential applications in my spare time. No better tool for securing your cargo. I'm sure you carry one too. As you probably know, they're also used as unique identifiers for porters, as well as for tying stuff to your backpack and stabilizing heavy loads on floating carriers. The man who delivers sometimes bound his enemies with them too. Or so I hear.
Pleasure as always. Hope I can call on you again. Good to see. I'll go ahead and That is a mountain. You've been there for me more than a few times now. It's not much. I've upped your allocation of materials again.
Now displaying your current porter grade.
I want you to have this. I'm confident you'll grow to like it too. This here's a porter accessory. All the best porters love to accessorize, as I'm sure you know. When the man who delivers equipped this accessory and looked at his map, he was able to see the location of other porters in the same region. Other accessories confer different benefits, including some pretty strange ones, I hear. Only way to know for sure what one does is to test it out for yourself. Thanks for coming. Keep on keeping on, you hear me? Wow, what? You managed to find this cargo for me? Sam, there's not a porter alive who's as talented as you. I wish I had a fraction of your skill. I've upped your allocation of materials again. I hope you'll...
Now displaying your current porter grade.
It's clear to me you're no longer bound by your past. And I see now that you are truly the man who delivers. Sam. And from this point onward, you can write a new legend for yourself. Truth be told, I've known for some time, you're the man who delivers. Sam Porter Bridges, the legend in the flesh. But it isn't the stories everyone tells that I value. It's the man standing right here in front of me. In this day and age, the fact that you're still doing your damnedest to make the world a better place is what sets you apart. Past accomplishments are fine, but tomorrow is what matters. And I'm gonna keep on following your example, doing everything I can to become a legend in my own right. Sam, you're always such a big help. I don't know what I'd do without you.